Been having the thought lately. Whew, I just love this feeling when I get on camera. It used to be scary and now it's more thrilling. I mean, I think the fear is part of what creates that thrill. So it may get progressively darker as I talk. My face is being lit by a sunset right now. Let's see if I can show you. I can't see what you're seeing, so maybe you're seeing it, but it's beautiful Taos, New Mexico sunset. So hopefully it'll light me up for a while. What I wanted to get on here and talk about is this idea that I'm feeling like I'm becoming my own teacher. I notice myself feeling less drawn to external sources of information, with exceptions. There's a book I'm reading for a second time called A Journey to Oneness by Rasha. And her book is kind of her becoming her own teacher as well, because basically she's channeling a part of herself. My interpretation of it is it's a composite of her multidimensional self, which is basically like all of her lifetimes, her cumulative information as a being that's been collected, that she has access to, that speaks through her as her. And it's her journey of sort of merging with that and realizing herself to be one with that. And it refers to itself as oneness. And there's another book that's just called Oneness that's completely channeled. But this book, A Journey to Oneness, is her journey and her conversations with this part of her called Oneness, sort of guiding her and being her teacher, and her learning to self-source wisdom and truth and to trust that part of herself. And I realized as I've been reading it, I first came across the first Oneness book a little over 4 years ago. So these books have kind of been in my field, and this is my second time through them. But I feel like her journey is my journey in some ways. I don't seem to channel in the same way that she does, in that I don't feel like something else is coming in and completely dictating. Like her experience of it is that Rasha, is not the one who's thinking up the words that are being translated onto the computer. I have that sense sometimes when I do stream of consciousness writing, and in some ways I wonder if we're just all channeling all the time, or maybe it has to do with what place the information is arising from. Yeah. So yeah, for me it feels like all this wisdom wants to come through when I put the camera on me, and when I write, when I have a creative inspiration spark. Sometimes that sparks during meditation, sometimes it sparks during a conversation, sometimes it sparks when I'm reading these books, or something in me is like, I want to make a video. I have a sense of the topic, I have a sentence or two maybe. When I want to write something, kind of same idea. And then I get to learn through the writing process, through the video process. What comes out surprises me and delights me. And I think that's part of why I get excited when the camera comes on, because I'm like, what am I going to learn? What am I going to teach myself? Through trusting myself, through trusting that wants to flow through has information for me and maybe for others. Probably part of why I'm drawn to post this, to share it with others, is because others can benefit from it in some way. Maybe learn more about themselves. Maybe something that I'm embodying in these moments, or that's embodying me, is something that can spark a sense of recognition in another. So that's what I'm doing, and it's super fun. And so it makes me want to keep jumping on here and keep sharing, and keep allowing myself to be the student by allowing myself to be the teacher. It's so amazing. And so is this sunset. Maybe I can do the flip screen thing. And let's see, is this it? No, that looks like it took a picture. I thought there was a way to. Okay, let me just do this. Camera never captures it quite the same way as, because what I'm seeing is just these brilliant colors that I get to go back and forth between looking at the camera and looking at that. I just found a new spot by where I'm staying that I can watch the sunset, because the park I've been hanging out at closes. And I'm like, oh, but I want to stay for the sunset. But there's a little church down the road. That's where I am, in the parking lot. So good. You can do it too. I don't know if this journey is for everyone, but I imagine some people out there, or maybe some people that are drawn to what I share, are self-teachers. And it might just be a matter of going, doing it, writing. Maybe you already do. Journaling, making videos, whatever feels alive. And to some degree, whatever feels a little scary. Because this used to feel pretty scary for me. And now, not as much. Sometimes the fear's still there. And like I said, it feels like the fear ignites the thrill in some ways. You can do it too. Just trust yourself, whatever way feels right in each moment. There's no pressure. There's no, I have to do this. I have to become my teacher now. It just happens. It just happened for me. And it's still happening. And there's a humility to it. Like, I don't know what's happening. I don't know if I'm completely full of shit. I just know it's fun and words want to come out of my mouth and I want to let that happen. So I'm doing it. It feels innocent, playful. And that to me feels like what divinity is, what spirit is. I hesitate to use the word God because of all the associations, but God is everything. But playfulness seems like a big part of it. And humility, in the sense of just, I have no idea what's going on. I'm just going to enjoy the hell out of it. Thank you. Gratitude. That's divinity. Thank you. Thank you for this playground. Even when it sucks, I can see how it all creates magic. I'm just going to sit here a few moments and watch the sunset, and you can enjoy it with me through resting in this energy, if you so desire. Thank you. I love you.